Good morning, I'm Dusha Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 27th of April and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest development in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. Ghana is considering constructing its first nuclear power plant, and several countries including the United States, Russia, China, France and South Korea are competing for the project. The West African nation sees nuclear energy as a low-carbon alternative to meet its electricity needs. Japan Airlines has made history by appointing Mitsuko Totari as its first female president and CEO in 7 decades, marking a significant milestone for the airline. Intel Corporation's stock value fell around 8% after disappointing quarterly revenue and profit results, attributed to challenges in demand for its traditional data center and PC chips, as well as difficulties in competing in the AI components market. Burkina Faso suspended the BBC and Voice of America from broadcasting within the countries following their airing of a report alleging attacks on civilians by the army in its fight against jihadis. Tata Electronics, a major player in iPhone enclosure manufacturing in India, is now focusing on developing advanced machinery essential for producing iPhone casing domestically, sources report. Sri Lanka announced its plans to entrust the management of its $209 million Chinese-built airport to 2 Indian and Russian companies, aiming to minimize losses from state enterprises, according to a cabinet statement on Friday. During a meeting in Beijing on Friday, Chinese President Xi Jinping told US Secretary of State Antony Blinken that the world's 2 biggest economies should be partners, not rivals. Online security and cybersecurity experts at McAfee have shared some startling findings in a recent survey, shedding light on the widespread encounter with deepfake content among Indians. Saudi Arabia may see its first ever Miss Universe contestant this year, as a fashion model and influencer claims to have been selected. The Miss Universe organization is currently vetting potential candidates for the Saudi Arabia franchisee. Somalia's government has detained 7 members of a US-trained commando team for allegedly stealing rations donated by the United States. The government is now assuming responsibility for the force's provisions. US Ambassador to India Eric Garcetti commented on the ongoing pro-Palestine demonstrations at US universities, emphasizing the importance of expressing opinions without resorting to threats. Alphabet, Google's parent company, announced its first ever dividend and a $70 billion stock buyback program on Thursday. This move was well received by investors, leading to a nearly 16% surge in the stock during after trading hours. France and the Philippines are set to begin talks next month on a defense treaty allowing soldiers from each country to conduct drills on the other's territory, as announced by the French ambassador on Thursday. An American professor faced backlash and was forced to leave Malaysia after accusing the country's leaders of advocating for a second Holocaust against the Jewish people during a lecture at the University of Malaysia. Microsoft posted a 20% rise in profit for the January-March quarter, reaching $21.93 million in the net income, or $2.94 billion per share, exceeding Wall Street expectations. Now, the company attributes its growth to its focus on leveraging artificial intelligence to boost workplace productivity. Tata Electronics, a significant contributor to iPhone enclosures in India, is now focusing on developing advanced machinery essential for manufacturing iPhone casings domestically, as per sources. It's time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
ये सब आपके रिश्तेदार हैं?
बिजनेस पार्टनर है जी। ये दीदी बंगाल में बिजनेस संभालती हैं, वो चाचा बिहार में, ये यूपी में, ये मुंबई में और ये चेन्नई में, और इन्होंने हाल ही में खोली है दुकान दिल्ली में। पूरे देश में बिजनेस फैला है जी। सब कमाते हैं और मेरी बात तो खाते हैं।
ये इंडियन चीज है, चाइनीज नहीं।
दूल्हे तो आप ही हो ना?
और कौन होगा जी। देखिए, दादी का दिया हुआ सब कुछ है, सरनेम है, दौलत है, शोहरत है, इज्जत है, मतलब मिल जाएगी शादी के बाद जी।
हेलो, दूल्हा कौन होगा ये डिसाइड नहीं हुआ है अब तक। दूल्हा हम बनेंगे, इज्जत की कोई कमी नहीं है।
ए भाई तुम तो रहने ही दो, हमारी दुकान इनसे काफी बड़ी है, दूल्हा तो हम ही बनेंगे, है ना पापा? पापा पापा
सब बुर्बक, इसको तो हम बिहार में दूल्हा बना देंगे, लेकिन यहाँ पे दूल्हा हम ही बनेंगे।
ओ काका, सारी शादियां क्या आपके ही घर में होगी क्या? और हम क्या यहाँ यूं ही दुकान खोल के बैठे हैं क्या?
हाँ भाई, पिछली बार भी किसी दूसरे की बारात पे दूल्हा बन गए थे आप। इस बार आपकी दुकान भी आपके नाम से नहीं है।
अरे रुको 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 रुको, इसके बारे में हम बाद में बात करेंगे।
ओ दादा, दूल्हा तो इनके मैनेजर ही बनेगी।
हाँ, दूल्हा तो छोटे बाबा ही बनेंगे।
Yeah, it's absolutely right.
1 second, why not me?
वही बोल रहा हूँ, हम क्यों नहीं बन सकते? ये दूल्हा नहीं, दूल्हा हम बनेंगे।
आणि माझं काय? मैं बनूंगा दूल्हा।
अरे दूल्हा मैं बनूंगा।
घर का टेंशन मत लो अंकल, शादी के बाद तो घर हमारा ही होगा ना।
आपको लगता है ये अपने बीच दूल्हा चुन सकते हैं? तो प्रधानमंत्री कैसे चुनेंगे? खानदानी लुटेरों की कोशिश होगी बेकार, अब की बार 400 पार।
A 4,500-ton advanced Chinese research vessel, the Shangyang Hong 03, has returned to Maldivian waters after a 2-month absence, docking at the Tilafushi Industrial Islands harbour. The Delhi High Court criticized the Arvind Kejriwal-led government on Friday for failing to provide textbooks to over 2 lakh students, accusing Kejriwal of prioritizing personal interest over national interest by not resigning as chief minister despite being in jail. Timber traders in Tamil Nadu's Tenkasi district are importing timber, including teak, from countries like Indonesia and Nigeria due to a ban on trees cutting in the region since 1975. The prohibition stemming from a 20-point plan by Indira Gandhi for forest protection has halted local tree felling activities. Home Minister Amit Shah reiterated the BJP's commitment to implementing a uniform civil code in India, citing it as a guarantee from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He criticized the Congress for advocating personal laws. Prime Minister Narendra Modi criticized the Trinamool Congress and Congress for appeasement politics during a rally in West Bengal's Malda Uttar. He highlighted the Congress government's decision to implement Muslim reservation in Karnataka, suggesting that the party would do the same elsewhere if given power. BJP President JP Nadda accused the Congress of attempting to benefit Muslims at an expense of SCs, STs and OBCs, alleging that it is the opposition party's hidden agenda. Nadda reiterated BJP's narrative that Congress favors Muslims over traditionally deprived Hindu groups, suggesting that the party aims to declare the minority community as SCs and provide them reservation. Buckingham Palace disclosed that British King Charles' health is deteriorating due to the undisclosed cancer. The 75-year-old monarch has been out of the public eye since his diagnosis in February. A joint venture between an Indian and a Russian firm have been awarded the management of Sri Lanka's Matala Rajapaksa Airport, International Airport in Hambantota, the government spokesperson said on Friday. 3-time former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif is all set to become the president of his party, PMLN, 7 years after he was disqualified by the Apex Court from holding any public post, the party announced here on Friday. Vietnamese property tycoon Trong My Lan, sentenced to death in a $27 billion fraud case, has appealed against her conviction. She was found guilty of swindling frauds from Saigon Commercial Bank over a decade. While other IT companies reported a decline in headcounts, HCL Technologies bucked the trend by adding 2,725 employees during the January-March 2024 quarter. OnePlus has rolled out the Oxygen OS 13 update for its 2020 smartphones, the OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 8 Pro. With the latest version, Oxygen OS 13.1.0.587, the devices have reached the end of their life cycle, marking their final update from OnePlus. India on Friday emphasized on the need to adopt a zero-tolerance approach towards terrorism in all its forms, from prosperity and development of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization member states. The Supreme Court dismissed pleas to revert to the ballot paper system, reinforcing the reliability of electronic voting machines. Election Commission officials noted that courts have rejected similar challenges on at least 40 occasions. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.